Okay, we're live. Welcome. Hello. I am Amy, Chic Male Geek, and we are finishing this Alice in Wonderland scene today. Um, what I did since the last stream, I did a top coat to smooth out the surface so that it looks nice and even, and I buffed it. So that's why it looks matte. And buffing it not only keeps it kind of clean, evens it out a little more, but it also removes the shine. And that's not as much for consideration of things sticking to it, although that will help. It makes it easier for me to see. So that's why I buffed it. And looking at the there are some things I'm going to line in black and some things I'm going to line in brown. But I still have my palette from Tuesday. Oh, hello, Lilo. Welcome. Um, I just started and carried on, but it looks like people are trickling in. Yeah, so I still have my palette from Tuesday. I covered it to keep out any light, and the paint still seems to be fine. So, again, what I'm using, I got an alert on your phone. Great, well, thank you for following me. Um, yeah, so I'm going to start with the black, and the black, what I'm using is the Mission Paint set. I mixed all of these colors in the first video. These are just adjusted from what the Mission Paint has so it matches the scene that I'm trying to do. I'm going to start with black because I still have it, and then I'm going to go with a browner color. Let me just test. Is it still behaving nicely? I mean, it's been a while, right? And I can lay down a nice thin line, so I'm happy with this. We're gonna go with it. Okay, let's finish this nail with this cute little hedgehog. Um, and he's sort of cowering, waiting to be hit. Oh, hello again, welcome. All right, so just getting into lining. Um, I'm gonna start. You're a freehand master. Oh, thanks. Well, I have experience painting, and so I'm new to nails. But sticking brush on things and slapping some pigment on is the same, right? I actually do find that there's a learning curve. This paint, because it likes to self-level, which is wonderful for many applications, um, it likes to make a little ball at the end of my brush. So I fight with that. And I have to get it very thin, or maybe I'm not getting it thick enough. So I still am learning quite a lot about the way that these gel paints behave. Um, I already have lines here. I'm just kind of cleaning them up and continuing on. Let's get his little nose. He's so adorable. And I think I don't quite like that line. Let's see if I can use this kind of stiffer brush and clean it up. If you can see very closely, it just ever so slightly goes into the top of his nose, and I think I can smarten that up a little. So I'm using kind of a stiff short brush and pushing it. I might have to go over it again with the black, but I'm removing what I don't want. The other thing is I can just wipe it all off if it goes too badly. Or I can go back and forth with the black and the pink. It's also possible. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So there's that, and now instead of smudging it, I'm just going to take a dot of this and see if I can get a clean nose, I think. Yeah, it looks a little pointy. I'm going to be fussy. So, okay, so I'm going to quickly cure this. I like these lines, I think. And I'm just going to mess them up. How's that? Alright. Gonna cure that and grab these flamingo bits. Okay. I'm gonna start at the top and just do her dress. Nice thin lines where I'm just dragging the brush along. Okay, that's nice. I'm gonna hit Control S and stick this in the lamp to save that line so I don't smudge it. I'm really enjoying gels and the ability to cure things, and then they're just there. I love that. Shouldn't be touching it with my hands. Well, yes, it has a dispersion layer. I don't want to become allergic. I'm gonna, like, wipe off my hand. Bad Amy. Don't do that again. Um, and just clean off any dispersion layer. Um, the risk is that if you're exposing yourself to any type of chemical, is becoming allergic over time. So I want to paint for a long time. I am thinking about getting gloves for this because that's just not something you should do. Is be touching gel paints with your hands. Um, Similarly to oil paints, actually. Let's see. This part curves around, makes him look all scrunched up. And then he's got a little bit here, another little. Okay, let's give him a cheek. Right here, does the cheek line? I have on my computer the what I'm using for like a reference photo. So I'm not actually sure. I have no idea about copyrights. I know I'm like no big deal, so I don't think Disney will come after me. But I'm worried about like what you're seeing on screen. This is fan art. But if I show you my reference photo, that's like a screenshot I took from YouTube of Disney stuff. So I don't know if I can show it. So I'm trying to be cautious, sorry. But it's the croquet scene where Alice is playing with the queen. She's struggling with a little flamingo, and the flamingo, the cards, and the hedgehog are all ganged up against her. Now we get a thick. Oh no, I don't like it. I'm gonna wipe this off. What I don't like is the top of the head is too close down to the eyes. So Control Z. Yeah, cautious is good. I'm wiping this off with some alcohol. The line that I saved is still there. That's something I have not experienced in any other medium. In any other medium, you make a mistake, it's there. Um, so, let's see. The bit that goes forward, I wanted to do a little better anyway. There we go. Now that's going to go from here. And now this goes up. And I can fill in with pink if I need to. Thin little bit. And now his head goes to about here. So let's get that right this time. I'm definitely glad that I split this up into two streams. When I stopped last time, there's no way I was still patient enough to be this fussy. Okay, so that's in and back to here. Let's do her legs. That line's maybe a little thicker than I want it was from the sketch, and that's what we're going to go with. There. That's nice and tidy. And here, a little. I might need to go in with the grass color and tidy up lines from the sketch. Okay. And then these have a little toe. We're painting a foot on a nail. So it's what? A pedicure on a manicure? This foot goes on top of the other foot. And that's thicker than I want, but the size of the pink is right. So I'm going to cure this. I'm going to come back. I think, actually, I'm going to wipe off a bit because I don't want it to be starting to get thick. But I know I'm coming back with another green, so there's a little bit of black smudgy, and I don't mind because I'm about to come back with green anyways. Okay. Hedgehog. is adorable. Let's see. Let's do his little leg. He's all balled up. And then he's got fur. And now I can get a very thin amount on my brush and do a super, super thin cheek. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna cure it. Control S. It was just about 60 seconds, so this is cured now. I'm gonna finish outlining the feet. Because maybe I'll have more grass bits that I want to clean up. A little ankle thing. Okay. These lines are definitely much thicker than the source. Like, Disney used very, very thin lines. But this is what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna do the eye. That's a little thicker. And it's just a line that goes up. And it says, arg. Don't want to get hit. Then I'm going to go around the hedgehog. Okay. And then just following these furry lines that I put in before. Oops. I definitely need to get some gloves. Okay, now he's lined. So cute. Now, I'm going to do very, very thin lines to mark out the flamingo toes a little. And they are so sparing with their lines. This style is not forgiving of any mistakes. Ooh, speaking of, um, very I like the style. I like the movie. It's just difficult to emulate because it's so simple and clean that if you are not simple and clean, it's very obvious. Um, okay. You can do this. You will do this. Alright. Just the tiniest amount of brush, or paint on my brush. Deep breath. Drag it. We will get this. There we go. There's curves. Do I like mine curving? Okay, it's a very nice line. I just don't like the placement. I will get this. Now I want it to go, too much on my brush. I want it to go from about here to here. So, alright, I like the line and I like where it is. And I'm going to clean up the line next to it. Okay, into the lamp with you. So I'm just taking these two nails and alternating until I get what I want. Let's see. Let me grab a second brush. Dog hair everywhere. It's summer, they're shedding. Okay. This brush can go over here. I want to fill in his hair a little. Where I cross the line. And use a little bit here as well. Just and this looks a little smudgy. I'm just gonna add a little hair or pink there for his cheek. Alright, happy with that. While I'm here, I'm gonna get some grass and fill in some smudginess. And I'm taking care not to simply outline it in case there are differences in the color. I'm blending it into the background so it doesn't look like a halo. And any texture is going to be covered by the top coat. So I'm not worrying about that. And right in here, it's not as crisp as it could be. I'm going to go in with a little point. Maybe I'm just going to call it good. Okay, we're on green with this nail also. Here we go. Cleaning up the smudges. Making the line kind of thin. Alright. Smudge is gone. And we're at 2 nails done. Let's pull this one. And we have a line for the flamingo. And this line. Cure that. Just looking at what I've done. Okay, now there's some choices to be made here. What should I outline in black versus brown? Disney outlines all of her skin in brown, and her hair doesn't look outlined in black either. Okay. I'm going to outline the flamingo in black. That's in black. Her hair tie is definitely in black because it is black. That goes from here, this little fold of hair. So it goes from about there, and then it's going off this ends Got here, so it's going to go off to here. With some curve. Okay. There. Now I need to make it thicker. And it's not uniformly thick. It's a little thinner up towards the top. Okay. Is that all the black that's going to be on this one? I think so. I'm going to go with brown on the rest. Yeah, okay. I'm definitely convinced to get gloves. There's just little bits of paint that get on my fingers a little, so let me wipe all of that off so it doesn't just sit there. And no matter how tidy I'm trying to be, I'm getting little bits. And I really like using gel polish. I want to be able to. You're doing so good. Been lurking less. Oh, hi, welcome. You are Ben, right? No, extra rosy. That's Ben is Viking person. Well, thank you. Welcome. I'm glad you've been enjoying this. I'm going to take a sip of coffee because I think I've earned it at this point. Sorry if you heard that. Okay, flamingo for this one. There was a flamingo challenge. That's why I picked this scene, although I love Alice in Wonderland. But I missed it, so I'm still going to tag them, but they're definitely not going to feature me. I'm like days late. Through Breeze streams. Oh, yeah. She's given a few shout outs for me, and she's so talented. I've learned a lot from her streams. This goes off here somewhere. And then we have her here. Just like one loop here. And then other loop, which also goes in front of her hair. Okay. That looks like Alice's hairband. That's enough lining that I'm gonna put that in there. As his head comes out, there's a bunch of them in here. Let's retrieve. Line them up. Let's see. This This one's almost done. Another line for the skirt. Am I on camera? I'm so sorry. Alright. I like that line. I'm gonna cure it in. Cure it in. I think I'm gonna do the flamingo eyes now because that will make big difference. He looks so silly. Okay. The eyeball is kind of popping out even farther than the eyes, and because the line of the dot goes into the other eye. Like it's popping out. Okay. He's got an eye, and let me cure that. Let's do Alice's leg and foot. There's a hair. Ada, stop shedding. Oh my, how long has that been there? My hands are so steady. Oh my goodness. I can tell you that they're not, but the table is. So I have my hand sitting on the table, and then it's anchoring this hand, and everything is moving together as a unit. So even if I shake all together, um, and some days are better than others. Oh dear. Well, that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, this is anchored on the table and everything. If someone bumps the table, I am screwed. But fortunately, no one can get back here. I'm actually gated off from the dogs. So, I've been at miniature painting conferences before where there's a table and people are all sitting at the table painting together. What am I using as my webcam? I'm using my iPhone 11. Um, and I just have it set to a light that holds it. I needed a new light anyways, so I bought one that had a little arm that holds the camera, and I'm glad it's good enough that people are asking what it is. Uh, yeah, so I didn't really buy stuff. My microphone is part of my headphones, and I have my phone, and I'm using a free app to stream. It's called Livestream. Oh, okay, excellent. Thank you. I'm glad you can see. Um, okay, I'm going to call this lined. I'm going to come in a little bit with some green. So that nail is almost done. I don't think my sound is great. I've gotten some comments that people can't hear me. Um, but I also don't really want to uh, buy a microphone when I could buy nail products. Do I like that? You can't even really see the second eye. No, I don't like that. Let me get some fresh alcohol and get rid of that. To use it to say. No, I'm using Streamlabs. It's a free app. Um, well, I mean, you can upgrade it, but I haven't. And so it's like very, very simple. What I do is just from my phone, yeah. I Bluetooth connect my headphones in. They have a microphone. Um, it blocks out most of my dogs and family, and we have like one large room that we mostly do everything in. And when I listen back, I'm shocked at how little people can hear of all the stuff going on in the background. So my headphones are Bose. They are very nice. I do like having nice headphones. I was going to suggest, but I think it's only for PC. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of much cooler streams, but they also, I don't know what my goals are. I don't think I want to be a household name or anything. So, like Fanticure, Wendy, Bree, they all have much nicer streams than I do. I'm kind of just being social with it. And Danny Shout. And Doomed Redshirt has very, very nice streams. And she's so fast. Okay, I think that's enough lining that I want to stick it in the lamp. Okay, this one just needs a few touch-ups. The skirt got very thin, and I think it could benefit from Why is this moved? Desmudging. I grabbed a stick. I'm trying to use it to corral my brushes. It was the only thing that looked to have about the right shape that I could see around. Okay, happy with that. Now I'm just going to kind of blend this out so it doesn't look like isolated stripes. And clean my brush, go into some of the blue, because over at the edge of the nail it got buffed off. And I can see some green here by the line. So I'm just gonna come in and fix that. Okay. Another nail done, I think. And back to black to finish the flamingo. So I'm very quiet for some of these strokes. That's because I'm holding my breath. Uh, just so I can steady my hands more. Okay, now this line makes kind of a triangle. And then other side of the beak. And then there's this line. And she is squeezing his neck. Hair goes in brown. Okay, his eyebrows are going to add just a lot of expression. And then just kind of go out. Squawk. Yeah, that looks good. I'm going to go back with a little bit of pink after I cure it. Okay, done. That's 3 nails done. Now I need brown. So I've been mixing everything using the Young Nails Mission Paints. Let's see. I'm gonna take some brown here and some of the skin color and mix them together. Maybe I only want to use one color for this, so I'm probably gonna wipe this off now and grab some of the yellow that I mixed. And what I'm hoping to end up with is a bit of a lighter brown that I can use to line skin and hair that won't fight with either of those colors. Alright. And just gonna wipe off this brush. Grab some coffee. It makes your hands more steady. Actually, for someone as deeply addicted to coffee as I am, that's true. If I haven't had enough coffee, my hands are noticeably shakier. It's not necessarily a good thing, but that's where I am. All right. Ear comes up like this. I'm not sure if I like the brown. Might be nicer just as black, but let me get it done and then I can decide to go over it again in black if I want. hair outlines. Right. Ooh. There's yet another. Oh. I have a black lab, and they live in this room. Hey, can I have the paper towels back? Oh, thanks, buddy. Yes. Hello. Welcome. This is the same set that I was working on the other day. I did the color blocking on Tuesday, and we're doing the lining today. So you can see here they are lined, and we're nearly finished with the seam. Kilted Viking. That's Ben, right? Sorry if you prefer. I don't use your name, but you're Lynn's. Lynn is our friend, right? Okay. Hair. And I go by many a name. Okay. Yeesh. I'm not sure I like this. I'm gonna grab some alcohol. I think I've deviated enough from Disney that I should go with what looks good on what I'm doing. So I do still want to have the brown and the black, but let's make this brown closer. Just don't call me late for dinner. Don't be late for dinner. Alright. Yeah, if you're doing the cooking, I guess you can't be late. Good point. Okay, this brown is better. What's going on? Okay. What I'm fussing with is here. There's a very dark section. I think I got out of hand with the sketch. And now when I'm dark lining and cleaning it up, it's giving me problems. So, let me grab this really dark green, which is what I used before, and sort of clean it up before I line. Because I can't even see where to put my line. There we are. Well, I'm at it. Okay, now I'm going to cure that. So I'm taking my UV light and making it permanent. And that means, because I've changed the brown, I should re-go over all of this. And I think I'll like it better darker. I am a lefty. I'm close to ambidextrous. I was right-handed, and then I broke my right arm while I was trying to write, learning to write in, I think, first grade. From then on, I was a lefty. We can't be friends. Goodbye. Alright, well, sad. I guess that's my loss. Right-hand conservatives. Yeah, it did. Um, so now I can do things like do mirror writing, where you write with both hands, um, and they like mirror each other. It's kind of cool. Okay, let's figure out where her face goes. Curves. And then she does have a line in her hair. Continues up from there. And then there's a line over. You know what? I'm getting a little greedy. I should set this in. I'm gonna mess it up. I'm gonna have to go back and forth with some colors to clean this area up anyway. Okay. We'll set those in. And now we'll do the hair. Much better. You know, I need super, super thin lines. We're gonna give her little fingers. 1, 2, 3. Now, this is her thumb going kind of up and Okay, so I'm gonna have to fudge this. The way I drew this, her arm is way too big for Alice. So I'm going to create sort of a dark space where to make her arm look less chunky. That's because I fudged the drawing on my sketch. Alright. And I'm going to come back with a cleaned brush so I can clean up the line from the other side. If that doesn't work, I can use paint after this is cured, but there we go. It's just a little bit too pointy. Come off. I also smudged a little bit, so I am gonna clean that up with some of her skin tone. Okay, another thing that needs to be cleaned up is here. Her hair needs to go all the way down. So you can still see the old line. I'm probably going to have to do that in multiple coats. Okay. Next, this blue needs to go. I made her face too pointy, so blue needs to come in there. And let's make that line thinner. Oh, hi, Wendy. Stream from the polish making. I am not at that conference. So are you in the right stream? We're doing we're doing Alice in Wonderland, the second part, doing lining on this scene. If that's not what you think you are here to watch, you're in the wrong stream. That's classroom 5 doors down. I do know that somebody is streaming from a nail polish conference right now, and they also linked in the Discord chat. So that might be what you're talking about, Wendy. Oh, she tried. Okay. Um, okay. Lines. I don't particularly like the brown lines, but I think I'm committed. There's still some black showing through there. Yes, the Wi-Fi at the center is crappy. Shame. Oh, hi, Punch Buggy. How are you? Welcome. Okay. Well, now we're doing the eyes. Okay. Oh, hey. I'm a little intimidated. I need to fill in her eyes now. In Punch's hotel room. Great. The nails never stop. Okay. Actually, this line isn't right. It's bugging me. But I think I'm stuck with it. Add a little bit in for her ear. Okay. Eyebrow. And this one doesn't really show, but it's over here. Okay. So from there, sort of goes. You know what? I've done a bunch of lining. I'm going to cure so that I can wipe it up if I mess up. Okay. Is this guy done? No, I need to do a little bit of cleanup on the pink. Just make these go all the way up. Okay. And then here above the eyes, these little eyebrows. There we are. Okay. Now that this is cured, let's see. I'm going to put the mouth in to kind of give me a guide. Her mouth goes right about here. Very determined little look. So it's kind of straight. And then from here, well, glad I just saved it. Her nose goes, or her mouth goes out closer to the cheek. Okay. Let's do this again. Here. Determined little mouth. It goes more this direction. Okay. Look. Nose goes around, and then that looks awful. Okay, let's fix it. Nose needs to be more like this. I think my drawing was just off with blocking in the side of the shapes when I did that. Okay, so I can fix this, and I will. I'm going to move that in. Move her nose up a bit. Now, yeah, I drew her face too long. It's all like squatted in more. Like maybe that should be. Oh yeah, actually. Ha. So if I tweak it so that her face ends here, you can just fill that in with blue and call it good. Well, if her arm is supposed to be here. If we move her arm up, I like that much better. Okay, there's gonna be some adjustments made. So, pink from the flamingo goes up to there. Green grass is going to go up to here. Yes, that's going to be much nicer. And let me just block in the blue. And the dress is too big, and that's okay. Big blue dress being too big is not as irritating as a face shape being wrong. And then skin can come back. Well, there was still some blue. That is okay. It's going to take a couple coats to cover anyways, and we're getting there. Okay, I'm going to cure that. And now I think every other nail is complete, except for the one with Alice's face. So the theme that we have, she's sort of sitting, struggling with the flamingo, and then the thumb sits down below, and it has the little hedgehog. What I can do while waiting is top coat. I really like this. Bree suggested it, and it kicks ass. It's very thin. It levels incredibly well. I don't like it as much using it on my own nails, just because, like, I have yet to do a full set where I don't flood my cuticles, so it might be a little challenging for a newbie like me. Okay. Flamingo done. Okay. Oh, that shaped face is so much better. Okay, let's do this. ever so little bit on my brush. And we're gonna do the nose. Okay, so the nose goes here and there. Connects. Yeah, this is just gonna have to be going back and forth until I'm happy. This eye, sort of in line. Okay, so this eye goes too low. Should only go up to here. So, I'm gonna clean my brush. She looks like she's been at a convention for a while. Maybe she should have dark circles under her eyes after all of the Wonderland that she's been through. Okay. That came off well. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna flash cure that. And now here's the finished flamingo. The details you have. Oh, thank you, Rosie. So top coat this one. All right. Deep breath. Okay. So this brush was cleaned, and this blue on her arm is really bothering me. So these are not super opaque. It's going to take me a few coats to finish adjusting the position of the flamingo and the grass in her arm. So I'm definitely eyeing the Korean gels, which I've been told can color block in one coat. Alright. I want her mouth to be a little more red. So I'm going to take the brown and a little bit of my pink from the flamingo and go determine face. Yes, that shape of face is so much better. Definitely worth adjusting. I can see why there are not a ton of Alice in Wonderland Disney nails. This is so minimalistic and so simple that it's really challenging. I'm struggling a bit. That doesn't go there. Can you hear my son in the background? He's playing with some blocks. That line goes to there, but it's so much thinner than what I did. Okay. Let me fix this. So it goes from here up to there. Okay. And then there's another one right there that just kind of suggests that hair is covering her. And this whole bit is like so flat, but okay. What color is on this brush? A little bit of the skin color. Great. And I'm going to do, again, here, fill that in. Alright, I'm going to cure that. And two of the nails, totally done. Put a top coat on this one. And this one. Okay. So let me take these two off. Okay. Second coat Cover this. White. I need some white for her eyes. That's fizz. Clean the brush. My son in the background. Okay. In her eyes. Okay. 2 eyes. More than the average number of eyes. We'll have more eyes than average if we have 2 eyes. Because some people have 1 and that brings the average down to just below 1. Statistics. Okay. And she has very blue eyes. I should cure this first, but we'll see what happens. Now that there's blue on here, I'm going to go and see if I can make this line thinner. She looks a little bug-eyed. I'm going to fix that, but I'm going to cure it first. The rest of the set, nice and shiny. I love this hedgehog. I really like that character. Coffee. Okay, that's almost cured. Let's see where we are. Bug-eyed Alice. Okay. What makes her look bug-eyed? Well, for one, the blue is fully surrounded by white. So we need to take the blue down all the way to the bottom of the white. and all the way to the edge. Setting it in a little more. And same with this. Okay. Also, the line needs to go above it, on top of the white. There. Same here. I shouldn't overlap the line. Just there, that's looking better. I'm gonna add in, let's see, let's get this opaque. So much happier with these angles. I'm glad I adjusted it. Okay. Right there. Determined. She looks so determined. I am gonna hit that hedgehog, even though this flamingo is a limp noodle. And this is actually not as strong of a nose. There's more. Okay, what's on this brush? Flesh. Excellent. Okay. There we go. And my husband and son, if you hear any background noise, they're playing Pokemon the trading card game. Okay, now her eyes have gone up and her eyebrow is too close. So much back and forth adjusting. Okay. Oh, but she is looking more like Alice now. Is that better? I like it upside down. Does that mean something? Alright. Let me clean off my brush. Go back to the blue. That line is sort of looking like a halo. I need to blend it in. Okay. There we have sort of an Alice. Getting there. I need a little bit of black line for the flamingo. Okay, that's so much nicer. We'll keep fixing the eyes. Huzzah. Okay. Stretch out my hands. Take a coffee. Drink. Clean things up a little. Okay. These are so fun. I'm really happy with these.
Are they resistant to grass types? No, their resistance is nothing. Oh, okay. But they're resistant to water types.
So now mostly all I have to do is clean up the eyes and cover it and call it good. This has been about a 4-hour set of hands. So I'm glad it's on press-ons. Okay. So the eyes need a little bit of adjustments. What's on this? That's brown. That's blue. I want white. But really, really thin. And I want to clean up this eye. So I'm just doing a very, very thin line. To make it look crisper. More crisp, not the gene editing protein.
How much does weakness do if you put so big, so
Alright, now I'm going to take the skin color and sort of clean up around there.
That's all that this guy that we can do with this turn.
Blend it.
Next turn we can do 20 plus years. Okay, now for my other basics. Thunderous. Lucky, and Prancer. Keep Fireball.
Okay.
Electric energy. Thunderous. Wow, this energy card looks great.
So I'm going to flash cure this. Oh, look at all that texture. That's, I hope, going to be taken care of by the top coat.
And then, do you want to play with cards?
And in it goes. I'm only going to cure it for 30 seconds because I am impatient.
Yep, you just get more.
Ooh, so ideas that you want to have me do next, you can give suggestions on the Twitch, I think, in the feed. If you could, I'd prefer it if you like. I don't really want to recreate someone else's and like be a copycat unless it's a tutorial. If someone posts a tutorial, then they're hoping people copy them. You can tag me in those, or send them to me. Or I will. We'll see what my own crazy brain comes up with. Also, I'm gonna give her a pupil. I think I'm gonna do more stylized eyes than Disney does because. Well, maybe I'm not. Okay, very, very thin line. You can also, I'll be posting these on Instagram. You can comment with suggestions of what I can create next. That's also great.
Wow, you really blessed this deck.
Okay, me?
Yeah.
Indeed, will do this thing again.
Okay, let's get her eyebrow in the correct place.
I'm not sure, we don't have that many
And
things.
it goes.
Yeah, a lot of fire stuff. I think they might be in there. Okay.
Since Big T
I'm not happy with that. Undo. Okay. Let's see.
The basics.
Up a little,
By energy. By evolutions.
and then down. There we go. I'm happy with that.
Drew you 2 cards.
What do you mean 2 cards?
3 cards.
Doesn't really show on the other side. Okay.
Alright, time to attack.
Okay.
And that line, these lines are too thick.
Another energy on top of that guy, huh?
So, what I can do about it is clean my
Mom's ready
brush.
for more Vesta. You know,
And come back
What is it, 20
with
minutes?
my hair
if
color.
I get the evolution card for another one of these guys,
How
we
do
can
you
do
do?
that.
How much damage does that do?
170. I'm at 100 and
Draw a card. Gossip fluid.
oh, gossip foot.
I'm gonna
I
look
know
for.
you. You're from this place, which got absolutely destroyed by King.
A lively game of Pokemon happening. I don't even know if you can hear it. The noise canceling is so good.
The discard pile? Why? Is that what stadiums do? They just stay? Huh?
Getting all the gloves.
Well, Vesta burn him.
This ear is too thick.
Well, Vesta, we must get a card. We must get a card, do everything else, and then burn him.
If it'll hold my both of the gloves. Very grateful.
It's 11:20 now.
I'll get it during it.
Okay.
I'll attack you for
I'm gonna call
80
this
damage.
pretty good. Good enough.
That's too many. Well, that's not
So now I'm gonna cure it, and then I'm gonna top coat it, and then I'm gonna go about my Saturday. What are your plans? Doing anything fun this Saturday? I know some people are at a conference or a convention for nail polish this weekend, so that's exciting. Wish Fanta Cure feels better.
play.
She went 3.5 years without getting sick with COVID and goes on a road trip to a convention and gets sick. That's the worst. The worst. So I'm really ashamed for that. Hope she feels better.
Again.
Looking for that card, huh?
You must have it.
Okay, you do 10 damage to me.
Nope.
You're healing your Pokemon? Okay.
Alright. Here we have Alice
Anything else?
and
Wait, that 80 damage.
top coat.
No? So put another Pokemon on front and take your healing spray.
Set it all
No. Ooh, I got a prize.
in gel. Okay.
Good, come do this. Attack, huh? What does that do?
Assisting spark. You may attach an electric card from your hand. I'm still gonna do it even though I don't. Even though I can't.
How much damage did I do?
Taking some alcohol. I'm gonna clean these and then I'm gonna put some clear gel in my brushes so they don't dry out and they stay nice and ready for the next time I use them. So I just use any clear gel's fine. I'm using Manicure Base. Put some in my palette. And this is good both for, like, most of the time cleaning. You can just run it in there until it comes off clear.
Wait, what does that say?
Which one? Psychic?
And then store your brush like that in the little caps that it comes in. Or nicer brushes have a cap. The risk here, you have to keep them in the dark because sunlight will now cause the gel to harden and ruin your brush. So don't do that. Make sure it's stored safe from the sun. Pretend that they're little vampires. Alright. And done. Here's the final product. So we have Alice holding the flamingo and the little thumb. So if I put these closer together, the way I designed them, they go like this. So you hold your fingers a little staggered. Oh, the magnets are not playing well. Like so. And you hold your thumb down here, and you have the little scene. Leave that in frame. So I'm going to have a lot of fun modeling that. I'll be posting that on Instagram at some point. My Instagram's linked from my profile page. Have a great rest of your day.